Welcome back to GoPowercat, here with Ryan Mueller, Kansas State legend, defensive end. Come on now, you are. Let's talk first just about XFL before. What was that experience like? I know it was brief, but some pretty awesome moments for you, especially kind of that highlight reel fumble TD.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was such a great experience considering since I finished up in Canada and then 3 years later continued to train, work out, work jobs, side jobs, and get drafted into the XFL or get selected to join the team in New York was awesome. Just coming from off the couch. I mean, I stay in shape, but coming off the couch 3 years removed to now playing professional football with guys who were just in training camps with NFL teams. It was a big battle for me, but made it through, got on the team, and then it was trying to make the team. So headed to training camp with 90 guys, and then the roster got chopped down to 44, 46 active players, and was able to make the cut and ended my final game with a pick six to the house, which was, that was an awesome way. If that was my last snap and the XFL no longer continues, I mean, couldn't have dreamed a better way to exit the game if that is the case, because professional football, the chances of you exiting the game, you're either going to be injuries or you get cut, and that's just kind of a downtime. But if I go away with a pick six to cap off my career, that's a good way to end.
Well, fans want to know whatever you can tell us, allowed, permitted to tell us. XFL had a good following, so for the GoPowercat subscribers that were very much into it and are clamoring for football, what is the latest that you've heard with the league?
That we're looking for a buyer right now, so we're just kind of sitting tight. Our world's kind of in a funky place right now, but I think things are getting back on track, and I think we'll have more information early to mid-August of what's going on with the XFL, if there's going to be a 2021 season or not. So we'll see, and I will continue to train and work out and prepare for a phone call. I've had teams from Canada reach out to me, but I'm just kind of sitting tight. They're kind of shut down up in their league too. But to recently just turned 29 years old and being on and off football for the last 3 years, and I'm still getting interest. Pretty cool, and I'll continue to chase it, continue to pursue it until it's complete. So I love the game, love playing, and happy to do it.
Back here in your native Kansas City as well, and you've been a top speed guy for a minute now, and in doing that, you've gotten to know Nate Matlack a little bit. What do you expect from him, not only as a freshman, but throughout his career? You're obviously a guy that knows better than anybody what kind of potential this young man has.
Yeah, definitely a hard worker. Every time we get together in drills, he's a leader in the group. He's giving 110% effort. Me and him are from the same area. I would have killed to have some type of guidance of how to play the defensive end position coming out of high school. And he's taken full advantage of his resources, reaching out to guys who just went down a path he's going down. And, he's maximizing reaching out to older guys. How can I get better? How can I improve my game? And I think he's taken the right steps. And, I'm not the best coach, but I've been coached by some incredible coaches, and I just love to pass on their knowledge down to younger guys who are willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, and accept the coaching.
Is there an area in particular of his game that you feel like is above average from most guys coming out of high school?
Super athletic, high motor. It's going to be interesting to see how he develops and puts on strength, because strength programs in high school just are not what they are in college, because it's every day, maximum maximum effort, maximum weight. I mean, they're loading you up and trying to get you to be ready to play Division I ball.
When we talk about K-State, obviously a transition to Coach Klieman last year. How's your relationship been with the new staff, and what did you like about what you saw last year?
They've reached out to me multiple times, and I've sent video messages and have done what I can to give motivational speeches. I know Wyatt Hubert has reached out to me a time or two for guidance, tips, pointers, and Wyatt was just like Nate was a few years ago, reaching out to me for guidance, help. How can I be better? How can I improve my game? And this is his year to step up and make his mark at K-State, and so I'm excited to see how he progresses. But what I like about Nate's game is he's athletic, explosive, fast, and it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in. Are they going to put him on the edge? Are they going to put him in a three-point stance? And how he progresses in the weight room and what he eats at training table will dictate his position.
Is there anything you're a little jealous of these new guys with the uniforms and the pregame music? Does that bother old guys like you, or at this point it's water under the bridge?
Yeah, I would say it's probably water under the bridge now. Back in the day, we just really embraced where we were, what our settings were, and embraced it, thrived off of it. It motivated us. My class was a large walk-on class. We already had a lot of grit before we even played. We had a chip on our shoulder, had an edge to our game, and we didn't have the nicest of the nice stuff, but that certainly motivated us to go out there and beat Texas, beat OU, and win big games. For the new guys, it's a new change, it's a new chapter. It's getting with, you're competing against schools that have all the fancy stuff. So it is what it is, and our administration at K-State's done a tremendous job of fundraising and making our facilities top-notch because, you look good, you play good, you feel good, it all goes together, right?
You're a guy that I think is good to ask this question to because you've always strived to train at the hardest you can, whether you're on campus or not on campus, obviously, and you touched on that with XFL. You feel like a program like K-State, with the mindset that a lot of those guys naturally have, is maybe cut out for this whole COVID distance thing better than, an Alabama or something like that? I mean, do you understand where I'm headed with this question? Do you feel like maybe this is a program that with that chip on their shoulder, blue-collar attitude is good?
Can K-State be focused on being prepared for the season when our world's in a pandemic? Yes, I absolutely believe they can. I think with the leadership of Skylar Thompson, Wyatt Hubert, offense, defense, and they're going to rally their troops to be focused, locked in, lasered. I mean, those guys have been a part of the program and been a part of good teams and have been under great leadership. It's now their time, their role, and it's up to them to control their team. So I have full faith in Wyatt and Skylar to get the absolute maximum potential out of their crew.
When's the next time fans might be able to see you in Manhattan? I asked Elijah this, and obviously it's kind of an open-ended thing because there's so many question marks down the road, but do you try and strive to get back to Manhattan as much as you can?
Yeah, I'm always good for coming back for at least one game a year. So sometimes I'm playing football, sometimes I'm not, but I definitely try to get together with my group of friends that I played football with, and we try to get to one game at least in Manhattan.
Who are some of the guys you still keep in contact with?
Leighton Dowling, Curry Sexton, Jake Waters, Zach Nemechek, Weston Hebert, Zach Trujillo. They'll all get mad if I don't shout them out here. And, I still just keep in touch with BJ and Tyler Lockett, Byron Pringle, chit-chat a little bit, Elijah. We work out, train together. It's hard to find other athletes in the Kansas City area that can work with each other, can be competitive with each other. And that's why I like working out with Elijah. I want to always push him. And, these opportunities that has right now, who knows how long they're going to last. So if I can do anything to help him push through his career and, get him to run harder, I'm willing and love to do it.
Final question, and it sparked kind of my mind. My motor started going watching you with Nate. Do you feel like maybe a coaching future could be on your horizon, or is that of no interest to you?
No, I wouldn't say it's no interest to me. If I wanted to venture down the coaching career path, I'm expanding my network by continuing to play football and meet coaches. I don't know. I like to take things a step at a time. I'm going to pursue football and give it 110% as much as I can in being a player. And if the coaching window, if a path or a door or a window open for me to pursue that, certainly wouldn't turn down opportunities. I'd certainly explore them, and if it was worth it, I'd go for it. But that's just, it hasn't been where, it hasn't came across my plate yet. So, I'm pursuing my landscape business and doing that 100%. I'm playing football and getting myself in the best possible shape as I can in case I get a call. And I'm doing those things right now. And if coaching came around, who knows?